A healthy world starts with a healthy immune system. A healthy immune system allows you to do what you love with the people you care about most. It's freedom. It's peace of mind. It's courage in the midst of chaos. With a healthy immune system, you can work, learn, and live your best life. That's why 4Life has been delivering superior immune system products for over 20 years. 4Life Transfer Factor helps your immune system recognize, respond to, and remember health threats. With over 30 4Life Transfer Factor products, we give you peace of mind. Strengthen your immune system. Live your best life.
Welcome to today's episode of Leadership Talk series on retailing. To moderate today's session, please help me welcome the General Manager of 4Life India, Mr. Shishir Jha.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me in this episode of Leadership Talk. As I speak to you, I'm really excited today. June and July have been fabulous months for us. We have broken records of 2020 in these 2 months. And as I speak to you, August, it's all set to break July's record. And how exciting is that? Because this means most of you will be earning more monies in August than you earned in July. And this is what I call success. Success is all about, can I do a bit better today than what I did last month? Because this is a business. The business that we have is done people by people. It's done product by product. So I think any successful leader or any successful distributor would like to recruit or enroll one productive person at least in a week. And we must showcase our product, share our product with at least one person every day. And for today's discussion, I think this is exactly what we'll be doing. Because when I do this business, I have some questions in my mind. How can I share a product effectively? How do I build a balanced business? Is there a formula for successful retailing? Right? So कैसे मैं अपना ये business को effectively कर सकता हूँ? कैसे इस business को long term बना सकता हूँ? क्या कोई formula है retailing करने का? And the guests which we have today, they'll be talking exactly on those lines because they are international diamonds who are champions of retailing, who have great power to influence a customer. They have been retailing successfully, and who better than them to talk to us on the aspect of how to have a greater retailing skill, how to develop our retailing skill. So let me introduce you to our esteemed guest today. We have Mr. P. Ramaswamy, who comes from the beautiful city of Coimbatore. He's a mechanical engineer and also holds diploma in traditional health science. Ms. Ramaswamy has been in direct selling for over 15 years. Excellent speaker, great motivator, and he is also connected to many social welfare programs. Mr. Ramaswamy, welcome, and we are really, really proud to have you with us today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
जो मेरे दूसरे गेस्ट हैं आज वो बहुत खास हैं और मेरे लिए उनके दिल में बहुत रिस्पेक्ट है. So let me introduce you to Mr. राजेंद्र यादव. राजेंद्र बिहार के एक छोटे से टाउन से आते हैं और वहां से निकल के वो दीमापुर जैसे जगह पे गए जहां का कल्चर, जहां के लोग और जहां का एनवायरनमेंट वो सब उनके बिहार वाले जगह से बहुत अलग था. उन्होंने अपना करियर शुरू किया यहाँ पर एज अ फाइनेंशियल प्लानर, बट उसके बाद जब ये 4Life में आए हैं, he hasn't looked back ever since. So I mean, राजेंद्र is somebody जिनको चाहे उनके अपलाइन हो या उनके डाउनलाइन हो, वो सब बहुत ज्यादा प्यार करते हैं, बहुत ज्यादा इज्जत देते हैं. एंड आई थिंक ऐसा इसलिए because the kind of support that Rajendra provides to his whole team. And this is a great aspect of our business, that we grow when people below us grow. So welcome, Rajendra ji, and we are looking forward to having a great discussion with you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
The third panelist today is somebody who represents the corporate side. But is that true? I don't believe that is true, because Nagesh is somebody who was once upon a time a distributor in direct selling industry, and then he has gone ahead and joined a corporate. So Nagesh is somebody who has an experience from both sides of the business, and I think that is great. It's great to have somebody like Nagesh in this forum. So I mean, I'm always fan of his infectious smile and high energy, and I think that's how he has been so successful and so motivational for all the people that he has been dealing with. So I think Nagesh's biggest achievement that I have seen in recent past is the way he has established Surge as a training system. So Nagesh का मुझे जो सबसे महत्वपूर्ण contribution लगा है, apart from everything, is जिस तरह से इन्होंने इस Surge training system को establish किया है, and आज हम सब उससे benefit हो रहे हैं. So ये तीन gentlemen मेरे साथ हैं, and today we'll be talking about everything on retailing, and I hope you enjoy this conversation. So thank you once again, all the panelists, and it's really a pleasure to have you today. I think I'll start with Mr. Ramaswamy. Mr. Ramaswamy, we have heard that direct selling business is a balance between enrollments and retailing. So enrollment and retailing are two pillars of a successful direct selling business. So what's your view on that? And how would you advise a new person who joins this business, or somebody who wants to build a bigger business in Ford Life company?
Yeah, definitely. I agree with your statement, sir, because as per Indian Direct Selling Association, direct selling is a business model. It is based on the retailing of product by ourselves or with the marketing team created by our effort. So in direct selling, sponsoring and retailing both are very, very important, because ourselves we cannot promote more products. By promoting some people to do our part, we can increase our leverage, the volume, we can increase the leverage. So we are paid for the volume of product sold in the market only. So retailing and sponsoring both are two eyes of direct marketing, sir.
Absolutely. So thank you so much for that advice, because I've always felt that unless I balance enrollment and retailing, I may not build a stronger business. So राजेंद्र जी, मैं आपके पास आता हूँ, और मैं वही सवाल पूछना चाहूंगा जो मैंने मिस्टर रामास्वामी से पूछा, कि लोग बोलते हैं कि डायरेक्ट सेलिंग में नए लोगों का आना उतना ही जरूरी है जितना प्रॉपर तरीके से रिटेल करना. सो क्या आपको लगता है कि इन दोनों का बैलेंस जरूरी है, या इन दोनों में से अगर मैं रिटेल नहीं भी करूं तभी भी मेरा बिजनेस आगे बढ़ सकता है?
सबसे पहले मैं और मेरे पूरे टीम के तरफ से आपका और फॉर लाइफ के पूरे टीम को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं, जो आज मेरा वक्तव्य रखने का आपने अवसर दिया. और सर, ये नेटवर्क मार्केटिंग में रिटेलिंग का बहुत बड़ा महत्व, क्योंकि रिटेलिंग अगर हम सही से नहीं करते हैं तो शायद हमको आगे बढ़ने में प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है. लेकिन रिटेलिंग को भी हम एक मिशन की तरह हमें लेना चाहिए कि डेली बेसिस आप डेली हमको ऐसा टारगेट लेना चाहिए कि डेली एक प्रोडक्ट्स हो, या किसी के पास जाते हैं तो प्रोडक्ट्स या वहीं से आपको डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर भी मिल जाता है. तो हमको वहां जाने के लिए क्या होता है, किसी से मिलने टाइम में उनसे कैसे बात करना, ये सब को तो हमको ये थोड़ा ध्यान देना पड़ता है, क्योंकि कहीं भी ऐसे जाने से साथ ही साथ हम प्रोडक्ट्स को सेल नहीं कर पाएंगे अगर हमको प्रोडक्ट्स के बारे में जानकारी ज्यादा नहीं. तो रिटेलिंग का बहुत बड़ा महत्व है, और रिटेलिंग को हमें जितना ज्यादा करेंगे, एक मिशन के हिसाब से उसको लेंगे, तो हम जरूर आगे.
Absolutely, Rajan ji. So आपने जब बोला that retailing should be a daily activity, I think that's wonderful, because everything that you do on a daily basis, you get used to it, and you are definitely successful in that. So that brings me to Nagesh. So Nagesh, you have seen a lot of businesses. You have done the business yourself. So what is your take on this? How important is retailing and more importantly, having a balance between retailing and enrollment in our business.
Sure. Thank you, Shashi sir. And thank you, Ramaswamy sir and Rajendra ji for those wonderful responses. In addition to what they said, what I feel, sir, is sponsoring and retailing are two sides of a one coin. And one need to find a balance between retailing and sponsoring. So some people join here for the purpose of retailing. Some people are interested only in the business. But if you find a balance between the two, I think there is a long way to go. I would put it this way, especially for the newcomers or the new distributors who are listening to our call and who join the business with a lot of excitement. What is in for me? I think retailing, we call it as selling, is very, very important because of few points. Number one, this retailing or the selling earns money for your time, because any distributor who is new in the business, money that he or she sees for a good amount of time is through the selling, through the retailing.
Right, absolutely.
That's one. Number two is it builds the faith, belief in the product and confidence in that person himself or herself. And number three, selling builds the prospects. So as you get good at retailing, as you get good at selling, it actually builds those customers into prospects. So that is another important aspect. And I also feel that retailing and selling is the key to a sustainable income. Continuously retailing, continuous selling is the key to a long-lasting, constantly growing and profitable network marketing business. I can give an example. As a leader of the network, people you sponsor will do exactly what you do. So if you do is if you sponsor a lot of people without selling the product, probably you will have a large organization with a lesser volume. And on the other hand, if everyone in your network actively selling like what you're selling, then your organization volume will be huge, and obviously it will earn you a lot of good commissions, and that leads you to a substantial income through retailing. So that's what I have.
Absolutely. I think you touched on a couple of things which I liked. So अगर हम retailing करते हैं तो मुझे जो लगा जो सबसे बड़ा चीज मुझे मिलता है वो है instant पैसा. So जो मैं business में पैसा लगा रहा हूँ और जब मैं retailing करता हूँ तो वो profit मुझे instantly मिल रहा है. दूसरा चीज जो नागेश ने टच किया वो है how to increase the confidence. So if that is your concern, retailing is the best solution to that, because जैसे जैसे हम retail करते हैं हमारा confidence बढ़ता है, और यही वो कस्टमर्स हैं जो आगे जाके शायद हमारे प्रोस्पेक्ट्स और फिर हमारे टीम मेंबर्स बनते हैं. सो वंडरफुल थॉट्स नागेश. राजेंद्र जी, मैं अब आपके पास आना चाहूंगा कि मैंने कई बार देखा है जब लोग इस बिजनेस को ज्वाइन करते हैं तो वो बोलते हैं कि हम यहाँ पर सेलिंग करने के लिए नहीं आए. राइट. सो कई लोगों को मैंने सुना है कि मेरा काम सेल करना नहीं है, एंड टू एन एक्सटेंट मैं मानता भी हूं, बिकॉज हमारा जो सेलिंग का पर्सपेक्टिव है वो बहुत अलग है. तो क्या डायरेक्ट सेलिंग में या क्या फॉर लाइफ में जो सेलिंग है वो एक कन्वेंशनल सेलिंग से अलग है, और अगर डिफरेंस है तो क्या है?
सर, कोई भी नेटवर्क कंपनी हो वहाँ तो अगर हम प्रोडक्ट्स के हिसाब प्रोडक्ट्स लेकर काम कर रहे हैं तो सेलिंग तो बहुत जरूरी है. सेलिंग आप करेंगे तो आपका एक्सपीरियंस बढ़ेगा. आप सेलिंग करके ही वहां से आपको डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स मिलेंगे. तो पहले तो सेलिंग तो करना मेरे हिसाब से, अगर आप सेलिंग करते हैं, सेलिंग के ऊपर ज्यादा ध्यान देते हैं तो आपका एक्सपीरियंस भी उस हिसाब से बढ़ता है, आपका कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ता है, आप किससे मिल रहे हैं, क्योंकि हर एक आदमी तो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर ही नहीं होगा. तो जहाँ आप जाते हैं तो प्रोडक्ट्स भी, अगर प्रोडक्ट्स किसी को हम प्रोडक्ट्स दे रहे हैं, कोई कस्टमर है, तो वो वहां से हमको इसका बेनिफिट, जिससे हम इसमें क्या ले सकते हैं, कैसे हमको करियर मिलेगा, ऐसा कुछ वहीं से मिलता है. तो सेलिंग के ऊपर भी ध्यान देना पड़ेगा. और मेन एक तो हम लोग को यहाँ पे लीडर बनना बहुत जरूरी है, क्योंकि हमेशा हम सेलिंग नहीं कर सकते हैं. तो टीम को जितना बढ़ा सकते हैं, जितना टीम को डेवलप करेंगे, उतना हमको सेलिंग से थोड़ा दूर होना पड़ेगा. लेकिन स्टार्टिंग में मैं सबको यही बोलना चाहूंगा कि पहले में तो सेलिंग करना पड़ता है. और आप कहीं भी जाते हैं तो किसी से मिलते हैं तो सबसे पहले क्या होता है, किसी का तारीफ करना बहुत जरूरी है. तारीफ ऐसा एक चीज है जो आपको देने में कुछ लगता नहीं है, लेकिन लेने वाला को बहुत ज्यादा खुशी महसूस होता है. तो आप अगर किसी के पास गए उनको अगर अच्छा से कन्विंस करते, सबसे पहले उनका तारीफ बहुत जरूरी है कि आप बहुत अच्छे हैं, आप अच्छा काम करें। तो तारीफ सुन करके कोई एक खुश होता है तो उसके अंदर से एक अलग ही उसका रिस्पॉन्स मिलता है। तो सेलिंग रिटेलिंग तो करना पड़ेगा, फिर वहीं से हमको डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर भी मिलेगा।
Absolutely. So thanks so much, Rajendra. And same question to you, Ms. Ramaswamy. So is selling in direct in our company different from a conventional selling that happens across the shop, or how do you look at it?
Yes, sir. There are so many differences for conventional selling and direct marketing. Actually, we are not using the word selling. We are marketing. That is, marketing is a method of promoting a product. Selling is going to door. So, in every company, you see there is a marketing department. So, the marketing department only decides the volume of machineries or equipments or a product needed to the society and everything. It decides the company volume and company profit. So normally everybody is selling. These people, job goers are selling their time for money, and self-employed people are selling their skill for money, and business people are leveraging. That is, they are employing more people to create money. So they are using their talent and skill to create a team of people and engage them to sell for them like that. So sales is going on everywhere, but in direct marketing, our sales pattern is different. We are selling product to create health and wealth to the society. So our motto is different. So we are not selling, we are promoting value or some changes in the lifestyle. So direct marketing, we are not selling. I absolutely don't use that word selling. Selling is different. We are marketing and we are the brand ambassador for a great company. That's all. So even in selling, there are so many methodology in today coming, but in direct selling, we are going to a people and asking and prospecting their problem and addressing their problem and giving solution. That is the main important part. And after that, we are following whether they got result and everything and giving one more solution. So I think direct marketers are very key to the society, the healthy and wealthy society, sir.
Absolutely. So I love the difference, the way you have created that. हम लोग selling नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम एक conventional selling नहीं कर रहे हैं. हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हम लोगों को उनकी जरूरतों के लिए solution दे रहे हैं. So we are more like consultants retailing a product. So this selling can definitely be called a consultative selling, where we provide solutions to somebody's need. And it is very different from what happens across the counter in a shop or in a showroom. So coming to you, Nagesh, you have done so many workshops, you have interacted with so many people. So what is your perspective on this question, that do we sell like people sell in shops, or do we have some other kind of selling which is important to learn in our business?
Sure. I think it's a very, very interesting question and topic, and I will completely agree to Rajendra ji and what Ramaswamy sir said. This is totally unconventional. So I have a perspective about selling as it's all in the mind. And when we talk about selling per se, specifically a salesperson is somebody who wants to help someone, and in the process he evolves as a winner. It's just not a salesman, right? So it's all about the mindset, and also about finding the client need, what that person wants. And how do one do that? It's by asking, it's by listening. I can put it in this way: the difference between a conventional sale and a direct selling, direct selling is based upon the trust, the relationship,
Absolutely.
the rapport that you have developed with that person whom you are talking about, and also your intention to bring a positive change in that person's life, in his well-being. So another aspect to how it differentiate is, in a conventional market we go to the shop and we buy, so that there the selling is happening. Here there's difference. In direct selling, we need to educate our people in terms of the product knowledge, in terms of the product skills, and any other things that are required for that person to enable him to sell. So that's a major differentiation. If I have to put it in one single phrase, it is use and share. So you first use the products and then simply talk about it. And I'm sure once you are servicing your clients very well, you get a repeat business, and that's the loyalty that we get from the selling. So this is what I have.
Absolutely. So I'm delighted with how you guys interpreted the first two questions. First, selling बहुत important है. So इस business में अगर मुझे grow करना है, तो मुझे sell करना पड़ेगा. Retailing is extremely important. लेकिन ये selling conventional selling से अलग है. There's a difference between conventional selling and how we do consultative selling in direct sales or in Ford Life. And the difference is very clear because in our company, we try and provide solution. We try and help somebody buy a product that he needs. And that's a wonderful difference to have, because once you do that, you create a relationship. Once you create a relationship, you have loyalty. And once you have loyal customer, I don't think you need anything else in your life. So brilliant answers. I really love them. But now comes the tricky part. So I'll go to Ms. Ramaswamy for that. Ms. Ramaswamy, we have established that selling is important, retailing is important. We also know that you are an expert retailer. So your ability to service somebody's need is great. You have great power to influence. You have great powers to be successful whenever you get into a retailing exercise. So what we want to know today is some of your tricks, some of the tips that you want to give to audience, that how can I follow something that you follow and become better in my skills, better than what I am today.
Yes, sir. Really, in direct marketing, this is very, very important area. Relationship. I already frequently using the word relationship because it is people business. People always like relationship with others. So when approaching any prospect, we have to love them. First, our character to love the people, to help them. We have to change our mindset. If you are seeing the people as a dollar sign, then they will notice you are a businessman. You want to help them. So every person has some intuition in them. So when you are reaching with the real motive to serve them, then our relationship will build up internally. That is by universe, there is some secret is there. So they will understand our feeling. So now the relationship build up. Then when speaking about their needs, we have to listen them carefully. So sometimes they miss to tell something. So we have to ask questions deeply. And the very important thing is we have to find out the root cause of their problem. Some people may tell their problem up the top of the iceberg like that. But we have to inquire them. Prospecting is the method of screwing them to open their mouth like that. So when they trust us, they will open mind. So we can find their complete problem, root cause. Then by our knowledge, by our product, we have to give a pakka solution. By I think a combination of some product, we can get a better result. In that, there are so many tactics are there, upselling and cross-selling. So many tactics people are now following. The cross-selling means we have to include some other product to get the more result. When we are giving 2 or 3 products, our volume will increase also. That the person who need of our product will also get benefit. So this is like Nagesh sir told, win-win policy. We are also getting more volume, and the person who got our service getting result soon. So when the person getting result, he will refer more people. This is the cross-selling benefit. And upselling. Upselling, we are already using so many concept we are using. By instead of getting one product, getting 5 or 6 and everything we have. So we can tell them, sir, if you buy one product, then you will not continue. So you have to commit to me. I am committed to you. Also, you have to commit me. Both are going to solve one problem. That is our motto. So please order 6 products, so that, or combination of product, so that 3 or 4 months it will take. Normally one problem takes 2 or 3 months to come out from that critical stage. So please obey us. We are ready to serve you. Like that, these words create them to purchase in more quantity or package, like that. So this is the one of technique in today people are following. By following these 2 technique, actually with low small quantity of people, like our builder bonus 40 people, we can increase in volume. So every person doing 1000 LP means presidential diamond, entrance diamond, gold and platinum, very easy. In India, so many platinums will come by using this technology, sir. This is my advice to our people to follow this one.
Sure. So I think in 2 minutes you made me read a book. So you told exactly what I wanted to hear, कि हम अपना retailing ability कैसे बना सकते हैं. So first you focused on relationship. I think that's brilliant. Unless I have a relationship, I'll not be जब तक मेरे पास relationship में अच्छा नहीं बना सकता, मैं successful नहीं हो सकता. फिर आपने बात किया the genuinity in my approach. So हमें हमारा कस्टमर डॉलर या रुपया नहीं देखना चाहिए, उसको ये लगना चाहिए कि हम जेन्युइनली उनको मदद कर रहे हैं. Then you talked about the listening ability, and I think listening ability हमारे तरह के बिजनेस में सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट आर्ट है जो हमें सीखना चाहिए, कि हम कैसे लोगों को सुनकर सही चीजों को पकड़ सकते हैं, एंड एज मिस्टर रामास्वामी सेड, एक पक्का सोल्यूशन दे सकते हैं. बिकॉज अगर हम अच्छा रिलेशनशिप बना रहे हैं, जेन्युइन लग रहे हैं, उनकी बात सुन रहे हैं और उनको पक्का सोल्यूशन दे रहे हैं, तो डेफिनेटली हमें लॉयल्टी मिलेगा और वो कस्टमर हमारे पास हमेशा के लिए रहेगा. देन यू टॉक्ड अबाउट द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ क्रॉस सेलिंग एंड अपसेलिंग, एंड आई नो दीज आर अ बिग टॉपिक्स इन ऑल. सो हम कभी आपको जहां मौका मिले आप जरूर इसके बारे में ज्यादा जानिए कि हम क्रॉस सेलिंग और अपसेलिंग को कैसे बढ़ा सकते हैं. एंड एंड ऑफ द डे जेनरेट रेफरेंसेस. अगर एक लॉयल कस्टमर है, सो क्या वो हमारा रेफरेंस अपने किसी दोस्त और अपने किसी रिश्तेदार या अपने किसी जानने वाले को दे सकता है, और अगर हम इस रेफरेंस के साथ उनको अप्रोच करेंगे तो डेफिनेटली हमारा चांसेस टू रिटेल विल गो अप. सो एक्सीलेंट टिप्स. If I am selling a product, I'll definitely follow everything that you have said. So राजेंद्र जी, आपके क्या ट्रिक्स हैं? बिकॉज आपको जितना मैं जानता हूं, आप तकरीबन 100% लोगों को रिटेल कर पाते हैं जब आप कोशिश करते हैं. तो आप इस ऑडियंस को क्या सिखाना चाहेंगे कि कैसे रिटेलिंग बेहतर हो सकता है?
सर, ये सबसे मेन हम लोग का ये नेटवर्क मार्केटिंग में जो सबसे आप जो क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं एकदम मेन सब्जेक्ट है. हम जिसके पास हम जा रहे हैं, सबसे पहले हमको पूरा जानकारी होना चाहिए कि किस आदमी के पास हम जा रहे हैं. आपके पास उसका पूरा क्या है, वो कैसे हैं, उनके पूरा डिटेल्स आपको जानने के बाद उनके पास जाना चाहिए. ऐसे हम अचानक किसी के पास जाते हैं तो शायद हमको इतना अच्छा रिजल्ट नहीं मिलता. लेकिन अगर हम उसके बारे में पूरा जानकारी लेने के बाद जाते हैं, जैसे कोई हम रास्ते में कोई मिल गया, वहीं पे हम उसको बोल देते हैं कि ऐसा ऐसा प्रोडक्ट्स है वो लीजिए, या ऐसा हमको यहाँ में बिजनेस प्लान है. तो मेरे ख्याल से ये नहीं करना चाहिए. अगर कोई आपको मिलता है तो सबसे पहले उनसे टाइम लेना चाहिए, उनसे अपॉइंटमेंट लीजिए. अपॉइंटमेंट लेने के बाद में क्या हुआ कि अगर आप कहीं जाते हैं तो अचानक नहीं जाकर अपॉइंटमेंट ले करके जाते हैं, तो जैसे वो पकड़ लीजिए जो टाइम देते हैं उस टाइम से 2 मिनट पहले पहुंचिए आप. ये सबसे मेन इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. उसके बाद में क्या होता है, आप जाने के बाद अगर जब किसी से अपॉइंटमेंट लेकर आप जाते हैं तो वहां में क्या होता है कि वो आपसे पूछता है अगला कि बोलिए क्या बात है, हम क्या आपको क्या जानकारी दे, क्या आपके साथ शेयर कर सकते हैं. तो उसमें थोड़ा एक्साइटेड ज्यादा होता है कि वहां हमको जा करके उनसे अपॉइंटमेंट लिया है तो वो हमको आधा घंटा या 1 घंटा तो टाइम देंगे. तो वो मेन इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. उसके बाद में हमें प्रोडक्ट्स के बारे में पूरा नॉलेज होना चाहिए. हमें ये बिजनेस प्लान जो है उसके बारे में पूरा जानकारी होनी चाहिए हम जिसके पास जा रहे हैं। बहुत टाइम ऐसा होता है कि हम किसी के पास जाने के लिए संकोच करते हैं। कोई मेरा डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर ही है, मेरा डाउनलाइन है, वो बोलता है कि एक डॉक्टर के पास जा करके हमको बात करना है, एक बार चलिए। तो वहां में क्या होता है, हम पहले संकोच करते हैं कि वो डॉक्टर है तो उसके पास हम कैसे जाएं, या इंजीनियर है तो उसके पास कैसे जाएं। तो ये चीज नहीं होनी चाहिए। अगर आपके पास पूरा जानकारी है तो हो सकता है वो डॉक्टर है, लेकिन फॉर लाइफ के बारे में उनको इतना डिटेल्स मालूम नहीं है। तो आपको कॉन्फिडेंस पूरा होना चाहिए। किसी से आप बात करते हैं तो एकदम उससे नजर मिलाकर बात करना चाहिए, तो उसको लगे कि हाँ ये हमारे लिए बोल रहा है, या हमारे जानकारी के लिए, या हमको ये सब्जेक्ट सही लग रहा है, या ये चीज चाहिए। तो सबसे मेन इम्पोर्टेंट वही आपको लिस्ट होना चाहिए। उसके बाद में आप किसी से भी, अगर आपके पास ज्यादा जानकारी है तो ही सही से आप बात कर सकते हैं। तो लिस्ट बना करके, और हम जाते हैं तो कोई अनजान के घर में नहीं जाते हैं, किसी के पास सबसे जानकारी लेने के बाद ही जाते हैं। तो मेरे हिसाब से लिस्ट बहुत जरूरी है, बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, और हमको प्रोडक्ट्स के बारे में और हमारे बिजनेस प्लान के बारे में पूरा जानकारी होना चाहिए।
Thank you so much, Adamji. And I think that was brilliant, because what you said is possibly a very important point in the whole aspect of retailing, that we must have a customer profile, right? Retail or business opportunity cannot be shared by chance. It cannot be shared on road. It cannot be shared in your first meeting. So what Rajendra ji talked about is absolutely relevant. That in your first meeting, you must take an appointment. You fix a time, respect that time, have his profile ready, and then if you have the right knowledge of product, and more importantly, the confidence, then definitely you will have a very right kind of a sales pitch, and you'll be successful in your retail. So this is something which everybody needs to follow. And Nagesh, I think आज आप बहुत खुश होंगे, क्योंकि आप जितनी बातें बताते हैं अपने ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम्स में, इन दोनों लीडर्स से जब मैं सुन रहा था तो मेरे ख्याल से वो सब एमालगमेशन है जो आप ऑलरेडी देखते हैं, और आप जो ऑलरेडी लोगों को बताने की कोशिश करते हैं। सो क्या आप इन आंसर से संतुष्ट हैं, या और कुछ आप बताना चाहेंगे?
Sure, sir. I think I'll completely agree to what you said, Shishir sir, Ramaswamy sir, and Rajendra ji ne jo the points that they mentioned are absolutely on spot, and I think they have covered. Rajendra ji has covered the entire process of sales. So I think that really calls for a lot of attention of the new distributors, and likewise Ramaswamy sir said, I have something to share. A little bit more perspective, keeping these points in the mind. So as the first things first, number one, you need to identify your prospect or somebody whom you are going to, and where that can come from. That can come from a warm market. So first identify your consumers from a warm market and get referrals. As we all of us talked about referrals. Shishir sir also mentioned about getting a referral from your warm market. It is very, very important, because your only warm market can give you a reference, right? So that's number one. Another very basic thing I would like to mention to our viewers and the newcomers, new distributors, is carry the sales tool. I have been in my sales profile for last 24 years. So always carry your sales tool. You can call it a whatever sales kit, but that tool should have a product brochures, product information guide, product fact sheets, order forms, in fact, the product itself also, and carry adequate products. So if the deal is happening, you can always give him the product. So that is something, a small piece of an advice I would say. Third point I would like to say is, normally when we talk to our guest or the people whom we want to share the products, we talk about the features, we talk about salient features. So like I can give you with an example. So we talk about the features in this way. Take an example of transfer factor. So we talk about the philosophy of the product, the science behind the product, the manufacturing, the process. We talk about trifactor, the making of the trifactor, the NK cell activity, and so on. So these are all key features of the product. But unless you talk about the benefit, what the customer get, I think what I'm trying to say is relate features to benefits, and how I can pitch that. how I can say that in terms of features to benefit is that, look, this transfer factor, it supports your optimal energy levels. It provides a proactive strategy, that is your immune intelligence. The first is recognize, respond, and remember to maintain your overall good health. So where he can actually feel that, okay, so this is something different, I have not heard about it, so let me try this product. So features to benefit, and people cannot experience features, but people can experience the benefits. So this is something what I would encourage all our newcomers to adopt this strategy to look professional, carry your sales tool. And last but not the least, we need more distributors selling and distributors selling more. Please get the difference. We need more distributors selling and the distributors selling more. And the same way, we want more customers buying and customers buying more. And that's where I will agree to Ramaswamy when he talked about upselling and cross-selling. So this is what I have said.
Great. So yeah, so more people selling and people selling more. But that's an interesting concept. I'll ask that question to you, Nagesh, because you said warm market. So what is a warm market? Warm market क्या होता है?
Well, so warm market is somebody, we call it as your circle of influence. That's your immediate family. It could be your own family members, your relatives, your brothers, sisters, cousins. So they are the people first whom you have been related for so long. It can also extend to some of your close friends, family friends. It can also go to your very close office colleagues. It can also, the warm list can be as good as your doctors, your health consultants, your real estate consultants. It could be the gymnasium that you are going. It could be a personal fitness trainer, and it could be the clubs that you are associated with. So all these people whom you have a contact, whom you keep going. Why not your grocery shop owner? I mean, you keep going to them. I mean, these are a broad perspective of the warm market.
And it is such a relevant point because कई बार हमें लगता है कि हम उतना सक्सेसफुल नहीं हो पा रहे हैं, और वो होता है क्योंकि हम सही लोगों को टारगेट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, या जो लोग हमारे इन्फ्लुएंस में हैं हम उन तक पहले नहीं पहुंच रहे हैं. उससे पहले हम कोल्ड कॉलिंग करने चाहते हैं या हम कोल्ड मार्केट्स को एक्सप्लोर करते हैं. सो वेरी राइटली सेड नागेश दैट वार्म मार्केट्स नीड टू बी एक्सप्लोर्ड फर्स्ट. लोगों का प्रोफाइलिंग करना, उनका इनकम ग्रुप देखना कि क्या वो हमारा प्रोडक्ट्स अफोर्ड कर पाएंगे, क्या वो हमारे इन्फ्लुएंस में हैं और प्रोडक्ट्स अफोर्ड कर पाएंगे. So these are the different levels of retailing which Nagesh talked about, and I think it's really, really important to practice all these things. So interesting insights from everyone. Nagesh talked about the closing techniques. So if somebody says, "अच्छा मुझे ये product चाहिए," और उस वक्त वो product मेरे पास है ही नहीं, so मेरे ख्याल से उस gap के बीच में there is a chance कि उस आदमी का दिमाग change हो जाए, उसका मन बदल जाए. So why not to carry the product with him? अगर वो और प्रोडक्ट के बारे में जानना चाहता है, why not to carry either a YouTube video or a product leaflet or a product spec book, so that we leave something there. And you talked about tools, Nagesh, and that's so important. All right. So I think in these three talks that we have around these questions, हमें बहुत से ट्रिक्स मिले, बहुत से टिप्स मिले, बट सवाल ये उठता है कि हम इनको प्रैक्टिस करना कब शुरू करेंगे. Because retailing is not theory. Consultative selling is not a book. It's what I go out and convert into action. So I sincerely hope कि आप जो लोग सुन रहे हैं हमें, आपने जरूर अपने पॉइंट्स बनाए होंगे और इन सब चीजों को एक एक करके प्रैक्टिस में लाना शुरू करते हैं. Because it's not easy. It's a whole process and we can't do everything in a day. So I hope we start practicing some of these steps and we get masters in retailing. And that brings me to राजेंद्र. राजेंद्र, मैंने भी बोला था आपसे कि आप तो बहुत ज्यादा इन्फ्लुएंशियल हैं और आप तकरीबन 100% सेल कर देते हैं, बट आई एम श्योर कुछ एक केसेस होते होंगे जहां पर लोग आपको भी मना कर देते हैं. सो आप उस सिचुएशन को कैसे हैंडल करते हैं इमोशनली? बिकॉज अगर मुझे कोई किसी बात के लिए मना करेगा, आई फील बैड. तो क्या आपको भी बुरा लगता है, और बुरा लगता है तो उसके बाद आप क्या करते हैं?
सर ऐसा ये बहुत ही क्वेश्चन जो है आपका, ये हमको हमेशा देखने को मिलता है और फेस करते हैं हम लोग। तो जहाँ हमको ना मिलता है वहां से हमको बहुत कुछ सीखने को भी मिलता है कि हमने क्या वहाँ हमें कमी रह गई जो वो नहीं ना बोल दिया। तो जितने आदमी के पास हम जाते हैं, हमको सब सब जगह में हम नहीं, यस नहीं हो सकता है, नो भी होता है, लेकिन उससे हमको सीखना चाहिए कि हमको वहां से क्या हमसे गलती हुई या क्या हमने गलती किया जो ना बोला। तो हमको उससे बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलता है। और ये हम जिस नेटवर्क मार्केटिंग में है, तो ना और हाँ तो लगा रहता है, तो ना और उससे सीख करके हमको क्या और हमारे अंदर सुधार करना चाहिए, उस चीज को पॉइंट आउट करते हैं हम कि हमने उससे कैसे बात किया। जैसे हम में क्या कमी है वो खुद हमको तो मालूम नहीं होता है, हम कैसे बात करते हैं किसी से। तो मैं सभी जितने भी नए हमारे डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स हैं सबको एक सलाह मैं देना चाहूंगा कि आप सुबह उठ करके 2 मिनट या 5 मिनट हो सके तो आप मिरर के सामने, जो ग्लास के सामने आप जा करके बात करें कि हम किसी से बात करते हैं तो मेरा फेस कैसा होता है, हम उसको कैसे इम्प्रेस कर सकते हैं। तो हमारे अंदर जो कमी होता है वो हम खुद वही देख सकते हैं, दूसरा जगह हमको दिखाई नहीं देता। तो उस चीज को भी बहुत हमको प्रैक्टिस करनी चाहिए हमें। और जितना भी ना मिलता है उससे हम नाराज निराश नहीं होते हैं, हम और ज्यादा कोशिश करते हैं कि हम और ज्यादा आदमी के पास जाए। और कोई ना बोल दिया तो हम नाराज होकर के वहां से नहीं आते, हम बोले ठीक है, हम फिर आपको बाद में मिलेंगे, आप एक बार सोचिए। वो ना बोलने के बाद भी हम उनको एक ऑप्शन छोड़ करके आते हैं कि हम फिर बाद में मिलेंगे, आप थोड़ा सोचिए, उसके बाद फिर मिलते हैं। तो ना में भी हमको हाँ नजर आता है, और हम इतना कॉन्फिडेंट होते हैं, हमको इतना विश्वास होता है अपने ऊपर कि हम आज नहीं तो कल इनको जरूर हम नेटवर्क में ला सकते हैं या उनको हम प्रोडक्ट्स दे सकते हैं।
तो आपके साथ कभी ऐसा हुआ है कि इनिशियली किसी ने ना बोला हो, लेकिन क्योंकि आपने वो कम्युनिकेशन चैनल ऊपर ओपन छोड़ा था, आप बाद में उनको वो
जी जी
प्रोडक्ट दे पाए या बिजनेस समझा पाए?
जी जी, बहुत बहुत जगह ऐसा हुआ है हमको, इसीलिए हमको हम सभी से शेयर करना चाहते हैं कि हम एक जगह गए थे जो हमने करीबी आदमी है, फिर भी उनके पास गए तो वो डायरेक्टली ना बोल दिया कि
हम्म।
नहीं हमको नहीं चाहिए। फिर भी हम उनको बोले कि नहीं आप एक बार समझिए, हम आज नहीं आपको देने के लिए नहीं आए, हम ऐसे तो उनको सप्लीमेंट देने के लिए गए थे, लेकिन प्रोडक्ट देने के लिए गए थे। फिर भी हम उनको बोले कि हम देने के लिए नहीं आए। जब हम उसका आंसर ना हमको मालूम हुआ तो हम डायरेक्ट अपना बात चेंज करते कि हम आपको देने के लिए नहीं आए, लेकिन इसका बेनिफिट क्या हो सकता है, इसको ऐसे ऐसे इसलिए आपको समझाने के लिए आए हैं कि आपको ये सोचना चाहिए अभी का सिचुएशन कैसा है और ये चीज कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है। तो हम ये बोल करके आने के बाद 2 दिन के बाद उनका कॉल आया कि एक बार आइए फिर से हमको जानकारी लेना। तो उस हिसाब से हमको 1-2 जगह में ऐसा मिला है जो ना बोलने वाला भी फिर वो खुद कॉल करके हमको बुलाया।
And that's brilliant. So what Rajendra told me was amazing. That no's happen. There is nobody who does not get a no, but it is what you do with that no which is more important. So I think when he says that, number one, leave the communication channel open. Don't close the channel. So give him some pointers so that he can call you back, and that is very important. He talked about practicing in front of a mirror, and I think that's a time-tested exercise. So if I am going for an important presentation and I can do a good practice, preferably in front of a mirror, I think the results will be much better. So learning from each no is something which is great. And thanks Rajendra ji wo share karne ke liye. Ms. Ramaswamy, do you get no's? And if yes, how do you handle them?
Actually, the no's, rejections, resistance everywhere in every business, every part of the area there is no. So we just see, we are saying no. Somebody is saying no, the word only, but the skilled people seeing why he is saying no. The root cause, there is a reason. That person telling no means there is a reason behind that. We have to find the solution for that reason. If we don't know at that time the solution, we can ask them to time to meet them next time. This one type of, like Rajendra said, keeping at next appointment. That is one.
Right.
Another one, rejections are stepstone for our success. Without resistance and rejection, we cannot grow. In gym also, when exercising, it is very hard. But after some time, our muscles will develop. So
Absolutely.
in our immunity, we are what we are talking is resistance. It is resistance power. So in our business, resistance is the key word. And another one, we are meeting people, getting some percentage of yes also. When calculating, 25% of people saying no, why we are telling 25% no? See another area, 75% people saying yes. We have to see that area. Once again, after hearing the no's and developing our efficiency and the knowledge, everything, our proportion of success will be increased. Naturally, in direct marketing, initially everyone, I am also get a lot of no's initially. But now I hope we can close the deal 100% because we got the knowledge and every day people are giving knowledge. Every question I am preparing for that one. Even for complaint, we are referring Google and everything. So knowledge updation and uplifting is the only way to deal the market. If normally you see when you are going to the pressure checkup to your two-wheeler or four-wheeler, if the air pressure in the machine is low than your wheel pressure, then the existing pressure will also got down. If the machine pressure high, then only the wheel get the pressure. So we have to empower the opposite person. So knowledge upliftment and confident and product knowledge, so many things. There are efficiency. If you say efficiency, there are so many things. So we have to work out. We have to work on our weak points. We have to strong our make strong to our points. Then only we can conquer the world. That's all, sir.
Absolutely, and that was fabulous because Mr. Ramaswamy ने एक बहुत ही अच्छी बात बताई that everybody gets no. So getting a no is not a rocket science. Everybody gets it. लेकिन जो लोग successful हैं वो पता करना चाहते हैं कि वो no क्यों आया है. So once you know the why कि उस no का कारण क्या था और फिर हम उसको कैसे strengthen कर सकते हैं, कैसे practice से उसको improve कर सकते हैं. So that's one point. Then he talked about playing on strengths. And I am a big believer of playing on strengths. क्योंकि हर एक आदमी में कमजोरियां होती हैं, हर एक आदमी में कमियां होती हैं. तो क्या हम जब रिटेलिंग के लिए जा रहे हैं या बिजनेस बिल्डिंग के लिए जा रहे हैं, तो हम कमियों की तरफ ध्यान दें या अपने स्ट्रेंथ्स की तरफ ध्यान दें? So, अगर मैं कोई क्रिकेट मैच खेल रहा हूं, तो मैं क्या वो शॉट्स खेलूंगा जो अच्छे शॉट्स मुझे आते हैं, या मैं वो शॉट्स खेलूंगा जिसकी मैं अभी भी प्रैक्टिस नहीं कर पाया हूं? सो अगर मैं अपने स्ट्रेंथ्स पे खेलता हूं तो डेफिनेटली मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस हाई रहेगा और मेरा रिजल्ट बहुत अच्छा रहेगा. एंड दैट वाज वंडरफुल मिस्टर रामास्वामी, एंड आई लव योर एनर्जी. So with the passion that you said all these things, I'm very, very confident that you practice all these things in your life. And that's what makes you a champion. Nagesh, so while you are not going out and selling and you are not hearing no's, but I think you meet a lot of people who come to you with these kind of questions. So what would be your advice to how do we handle no? हम कैसे no से अपने business को strong कर सकते हैं? Yes से तो definitely strong होता है, but क्या no से भी हमारा business strong हो सकता है?
Sure. In fact, I've been in my career in the sales, so far have heard I don't know how many number of no's when I was part of the wealth management. But now, as I will really appreciate Ramaswamy sir and Rajendra ji what they said. I really liked about Rajendra ji saying that आज हमें no मिला, तो no मिला तो ठीक है, लेकिन कुछ सीख भी मिला. So I've got some learning. Why somebody said no. Okay, same thing said by Ramaswamy sir that okay, somebody said no, so a skilled person will look at why that person is saying no. So I have few things to say about no. So no, first of all, to me does not mean never. So no is right now that person is not ready. So and other thing is, as you said, how do you deal with this emotion? So first of all, we don't take it personally. Don't take that no personally. And sometimes say, oh, this was my best prospect and this is my best known person and you're saying no to me. So you feel a little bit down. So no need to take that things personally. No means not right now. The person is not ready right now. So another thing is the person when saying no is not saying no to you. He's saying no to the product or no to the idea. So we have to distinguish this clearly and detach ourselves. To me, philosophically, no is NO means next opportunity. So with this person saying no to me, I am moving on to the next person in my list. I have a big list to contact the next person. So I don't get stuck there. It is allowing me to reach to the prospect who is ready to buy my product. I have that kind of a mindset. Secondly, if somebody is saying no, okay, you understand, as Rajendra said, don't leave the desk right away. Thank you very much. You can still wait, spend some time, and don't leave without getting referral. If somebody is saying no, now you have a chance to get some referrals. Okay, that person may be not interested at the moment, but you can always ask, especially the newcomers, go and try to sell products. Somebody doesn't buy. You can always ask, sir, can I know if you can refer some of your family members or anybody whom I can approach? Can you give me 2 referrals? I think that's the way to build up your list from a no. So that's number 1 point. Number 2 is, how do I deal with the no? You become a pro person. How do you become pro? Always be dressed for success. Make your, as I go back to the same point, always have your sales kit look very good. Believe me, when people buy things, they look at various things. They look at information. Some people like charts. If you go to a chartered accountant and try to sell the product, if you show him some facts and figures, he will immediately like it, right? Same way for if you go to a doctor and if you show him some studies, he will probably appreciate it. So be pro on that aspect. And scoping of the clients is very, very important. Another approach is when you are going and selling, and if you are afraid of a no, but if your approach is, I am offering something to the people. So people are, some people when they get no, and if there are a list of no's, they are already gone through 10 no's, 11% is body language is changing. So that moment, if you have a approach that, okay, I'm here to offer you, I'm not dependent on the sale that you will buy or not, but I'm here to offer you. You have to take that offer. So if you operate from that domain, I think your entire body language will change. Your entire situation can be different. Another thing which I was talking last week on our skill training is, in the sale, when you are getting a no, so why are we getting a no? So the thing is, are we building a value in our proposition? Am I building some value in what I'm offering? If I'm showing that, okay, look, this product will really transform your life, and there are hundreds of benefits, the person has to find one good reason to say yes. You will have 100 reasons to say no, but you have to find out from the conversation
that
one particular reason that person can join. And last but not the least, sir, I'm sure all of you will agree on the panel as well as the people who are listening. When people don't like to be sold, they like to buy. The key differentiator. When you go to a shop and somebody approaches you, can I help you? You may probably resist. You say, okay, I need some time. Let me go around the shop, see something, and then if required, I will ask for your help. So people don't like to be sold, they like to buy. How can you create a beautiful experience for buying? Right? I think these are some of the things which I feel how we can get over the no.
Right. Perfect, Nagesh. And again, this was a whole training session on how to handle no's. And a couple of points which I liked what you said was have a different approach for different people. So you talked about a CA and a doctor. I can't have the same sales pitch for a CA and a doctor. So one way to prepare is have multiple pitches depending on who's your customer. And then it goes back to our first question where Rajendra said कि customer का profiling करना बहुत जरूरी है ताकि आप अपना sales pitch उसके हिसाब से drive कर सकें. Another important thing जो नागेश ने बताया is do not sell, help people buy. और मेरे ख्याल से ये बहुत बड़ा difference होता है एक successful seller में और एक सेलर में जो उतना सक्सेसफुल नहीं है। जो सक्सेसफुल है वो प्रेस नहीं करता, वो अप्रोच नहीं करता, वो मदद करता है लोगों को उनका डिसीजन अपने आप लेने में, एंड दैट्स अ वेरी बिग डिफरेंशिएटर. So I do hear a lot of no's, and I have a practice. So basically, I love a pen. So I keep a logbook for me, and wherever I've got a rejection, wherever I think I have not done good, I just note it down on a piece of paper, on my diary, ताकि वो consciously मेरे पास play होता रहे कि this is something which did not go well. So while I have learned, I think the next important thing is I record that learning and I play it again, and again. Because remember that selling is a practice. Selling is like swimming. पानी में जाके ही तैरना आएगा. कुछ किताब पढ़ लें तैरने के लिए, स्विमिंग के लिए, स्विमिंग नहीं आएगा. So all these things which have been said today, I think आप लोग बहुत transparent थे. You're wonderful. But as a seller, now the ball is in my court. कि क्या मैं बाहर जाके इन सब लर्निंग्स को प्रैक्टिस करता हूँ क्या नहीं. And that brings me to my last question, and I am very passionate about this topic. So yesterday I was reading a newspaper, and there was a data from Goldman Sachs which says 2024 तक online grocery purchases will grow by 20 times. Can you imagine? 4 years, 20 time growth in the pattern of purchase. So आज लोग शॉप्स में जाते हैं, 4 साल के अंदर 20 गुना लोग ऑनलाइन परचेज कर रहे होंगे आज के मुकाबले, and that is a data shared by Goldman Sachs. So Nagesh, I'll ask this first to you, that on one hand we have this data, on the other hand we have got something as beautiful as My4Life, where when you join 4Life as a company, as a distributor, you get your free website. कहाँ मिलता है आजकल? आपको आपका वेबसाइट मिलता है जिसको कंपनी मेंटेन करती है, और आपको यूज करना है उसको अपना बिजनेस बढ़ाने के लिए. So do you think in next 2 to 3 years, when the world is changing, it's getting more automated, more online, I as a distributor should use My4Life जैसा tool? Because I am asking you, क्योंकि आप बहुत सारा टूल का बात कर रहे थे, आप बोल रहे थे मैं प्रिपेयर्ड जाता हूं, but is 4Life a tool for prospecting and selling?
Absolutely, Shishi sir. I think you just raised a very important point about the data that speaks a lot itself, but how we can relate this data to our business, and we can take our business to the next level. So I think the current situation in the last 5 months, we have seen there is a lot of digital transformation that has happened. And that's where we at 4Life brought in this tool just at the right time, My4Life. So if I look at My4Life as a tool to enhance the business, there are a few points I would like to highlight, to sir and to the panel, and of course to all the new people who, especially who are listening to us. So first of all, please understand that My4Life is a personalized website. It's a personalized website to you, given to you as you join the business, totally free of cost. So you don't pay anything, right? There is no annual maintenance fees. Number two, when you start using this particular website, you don't have to travel anywhere. There is no geographical barrier. You can reach out to practically anywhere across India and even outside India, because our business is global. Third, it's a very beautiful experience of buying through the My4Life site. So if you simply click the link and share it with your friends who is sitting, let's say Rajendra ji is in Dimapur and he wants to send this product to somebody in Guwahati or in Delhi, you can simply send the link and that person can simply go and buy the product. The payment option is seamless and it takes hardly 5 minutes just at the click of the button. And guess what? You are getting the life points. That is, the points associated with the products are coming to you. Not only that, you're also getting a rapid reward for it. So what more you want? So you are building your retail customer base. Ultimately, you're increasing your sales, and you never know if it is currently only a user, we can turn into a prospect as you keep sharing more and more details. So another thing that what we have added is now you can also enroll people instantly there and they can place their orders. So I think My For Life brings up a plethora of benefits, and it's a very, very powerful tool. You get a world-class website. It is a replica of For Life website. And the best part is it can be easily duplicable. Now we talk about people, you can't duplicate people, but you can duplicate a system. So My For Life is such a tool that you start using it yourself, share your success stories, and I'm 100% sure your people and your teams will start doing that. They will follow the suit. So I think, sir, for My For Life, though it's the last question, but the most important question you have asked is, it is going to be the key differentiator as the people take on to this particular initiative very strongly. And when they see the traction happening, I think then it will be unstoppable. That's what I can say.
थैंक्स सो मच नागेश. सो आपने बहुत सही बोला कि ये एक ऐसा वेबसाइट है जो कंपनी आपको दे रही है, कंपनी मेंटेन कर रही है, वर्ल्ड क्लास वेबसाइट है. जब कोई ऑर्डर करता है तो वो ऑर्डर कर रहा है, वो पेमेंट कर रहा है, कंपनी सामान डिलीवर कर रही है, लाइफ पॉइंट्स आपके पास आ रहा है, आप पूरे इंडिया में एक्सपैंड कर सकते हैं और इंडिया से बाहर एक्सपैंड कर सकते हैं. इससे ज्यादा ईज ऑफ बिजनेस क्या होता है? एंड ऑन टॉप ऑफ दैट, हम जो कर रहे हैं दुनिया उसी को फॉलो कर रही है. गोल्डमैन सैक्स जैसा जब एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बोलता है कि 20 टाइम्स ग्रोथ होगा अगले 4 साल में, और इमेजिन करिए कि हमने इस ग्रोथ को अभी से करना शुरू किया, कोई भी ऐसा लेवल नहीं है जो आप अपने बिजनेस में अचीव नहीं कर पाएंगे. सो दैट वाज वंडरफुल नागेश. एंड going to Ms. Ramaswamy. Ms. Ramaswamy, you maintain your own Facebook page, and I am so thrilled. I mean, the amount of activities that you keep on doing there. So, do you think social media is, or automation, or things like My For Life, these are the things that will increase my retailing ability and my business building ability in future? Should I follow these things?
Yes, sir, definitely. So, 3 years back, I started my own website, www.naturesemencare.com. At that time, I found it is very difficult by creating a website and maintenance. Like Nagesh sir told, every year we have to pay some fee for the weeks and the maintaining the website also. So updation and everything we have to set some time for that. Now all the things ready-made given to us. So really, it is very, very nowadays people are seeing when giving their visiting card, they are saying they have any email ID, a website like that. The website is a very, very most important thing for big companies. Now, as a distributor, we have a global international website. It is very great for us with the QR code. My visiting card with QR code with this international website, Italy, it's a first impression and the best impression. So people see these persons having website individually. So big business. We are doing small business. A distributor is small or part of the international company. But now we feel we are big. The website make us very, very proud to be in For Life. And one more thing, by like Nagesh sir said, sending link is very, very easy, very, very easy. Yesterday, I also sent link to Nagaland, one city. They ask transfer factor plus. So I straight away went to their ID number and click transfer factor plus. I sent that link. It is very easy for the consumer, straight away going and time saving, no confusion. Everything is now easy going. I feel we are now going in a flight in very height with no motion. Slowly we are going high like that. So it is really I proud to be a For Life distributor. And one more thing, by sending our link, the original invoice going to them. Previously it was not, it is a challenge. When going the invoice, the discount price will go there. So I have to ask the company, please don't send the invoice. Now it is no hiding. Everything is open. For Life is open. We are open. World is open for our business, sir. Thank you very much. For
Lovely.
This
so thank you so much. I mean, and you said something which is very important. You said that even though my business is not big, but I can feel that I own a big business. And I think this is the power which we want to give to every distributor. हो सकता है आज आपका बिजनेस छोटा है, बट आप उसको आज से मत देखिए, आप देखिए कि उसका पोटेंशियल क्या है। कल आपका टर्नओवर किसी भी बड़े बिजनेस से बड़ा हो सकता है। सो बड़ा बिजनेस हैंडल करने की हमें ताकत और आदत दोनों आज से आ जानी चाहिए। एंड ये हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव था जब हम माई फॉर लाइफ को इतने स्ट्रांगली प्रमोट कर रहे हैं। एंड मिस रामास्वामी वाज टोटली राइट। जब आप किसी को बिजनेस कार्ड देते हैं जिसमें आपका माई फॉर लाइफ वेबसाइट है, जिसमें आपका QR कोड है, जिसमें आपका आई मीन इट इज सच अ सेंस ऑफ प्राइड दैट यू गेट, एंड विच इज लवली। थैंक्स फॉर ब्रिंगिंग दैट आउट मिस रामास्वामी, दैट्स अमेजिंग। दूसरा चीज जो इन्होंने बोला, कल इन्होंने कोयम्बतूर में बैठ के नागालैंड में एक आदमी को प्रोडक्ट दिया जिसका LP उस आदमी को नहीं मिलेगा। उसका LP ऑफ कोर्स उनको रामास्वामी जी को वो ट्रांसफर होगा, जिसका पेमेंट नागालैंड में बैठे आदमी ने किया है, जिसको डिलीवर फॉर लाइफ कर रहा है। हाउ इजी इट इज। ऑल ही हैड टू डू वाज शेयर दैट माई फॉर लाइफ लिंक विद somebody who's I don't know, Ms. Swami, what is the distance between Coimbatore and Nagaland, but I'm sure it's a lot of distance. So if you had to travel to sell that product, it may not have been possible for you. So Rajendra ji, my question to you, आपका तो बहुत बड़ा ग्रुप है और बहुत फैला हुआ ग्रुप है, and definitely आपके लिए My for Life बहुत काम करेगा। But typically क्या objections होते हैं, क्या लोगों को दिक्कतें आती हैं, या क्यों लगता है उनको कि वो My for Life से बिजनेस नहीं कर सकते हैं? Is it only a mindset issue, या आपको कुछ और भी लगता है कि लोगों में दिक्कतें हैं?
सर ये सबसे पहले तो माइंडसेट बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है इसमें, कि वो माइंडसेट करना चाहिए कि हमको इससे अभी सबको डिजिटल होना है, क्योंकि आज और आप और हम बात कर पा रहे हैं तो ये सोशल मीडिया के थ्रू ही बात कर पा रहे हैं, नहीं तो आप मुंबई में हैं, हम नागालैंड में। तो डिजिटल जैसे हम लोग का ये माई फॉर लाइफ ऐप जो है, इससे हमें बहुत बेनिफिट हो सकता है अगर हम इसको सही से चलाते हैं। जैसे हम 100 आदमी, 50 आदमी या 20 आदमी को हम अगर लिंक भेजते हैं, तो वहाँ से 1-2 अगर ऑर्डर हमको मिलता है या 1-2 आदमी प्रोडक्ट्स वहाँ से लेता है, तो हमें बिजनेस में बहुत हेल्प मिलेगा। लेकिन बहुत आदमी क्या है, वो ट्राई करने में थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा, लेकिन मेरे ख्याल से सब आस्ते आस्ते सीख जाएंगे इसको, और बहुत हेल्पफुल है हम लोग के लिए।
Right. I mean, you're so right, राजेंद्र जी, that मुझे लगता है ये सबसे बड़ा इशू जो है वो माइंडसेट का है। बिकॉज टेक्नोलॉजी बहुत इजी है, इसको इस्तेमाल करना बहुत इजी है, इससे बिजनेस लाना बहुत इजी है, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं हम बैठ के सोचते हैं कि क्या हम ये कर पाएंगे। तो ऐसे सिचुएशन में मेरा सजेशन सिर्फ ये होगा कि लेट्स ट्राई इट, लेट्स डू इट। इट्स बेटर टू ट्राई एंड फेल रादर देन नॉट ट्राइंग। सो मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि जो लोग भी मेरे आज लिसनर्स हैं, जो हमें ये देख रहे हैं, जो इन सब बातों को सुन रहे हैं लीडर्स से कि ये माई फॉर लाइफ पे कितना एम्फेसिस दे रहे हैं, लेट्स गो आउट एंड स्टार्ट बिल्डिंग द बिजनेस थ्रू माई फॉर लाइफ। इट विल गिव यू ग्रेटर विजिबिलिटी। और मेरे ख्याल से सबसे बड़ा इसका जो फायदा है वो ये है कि आप उन लोगों तक पहुंच सकते हैं जिनसे शायद आप मिल ना पाए, जिनके पास शायद जा ना पाए, और जिनसे आप लंबी डिस्कशंस ना कर पाए। So it gives you a business which is coming out of the universe, and that is always an incremental business. So with that, we come to the end of today's conversation, and I thought it's a lovely meeting that we had today. So much to learn. I mean, my notes are full, and I'm sure जो हमारे audience हैं उन सब ने भी बहुत कुछ notes लिए होंगे. But remember, the trick is how do we go out and implement whatever we have learned today. So thank you once again, Ms. P. Ramaswamy. Thank you, Rajendra ji, and thank you so much, Nagesh, for sharing your wisdom with us. Have a great day, all of you, and I wish you all the success. August is awesome, and let's make this even a bigger month and a greater year. Thank you so much for joining in today.